Okay, now we're going to talk about the top 5 sites to sell stuff on, in my opinion. I sell my items on all 5 of these websites that we're about to reveal. Now, my all-time favorite, obviously, this is what I'm a coach and a teacher and a mentor on, is eBay. eBay has got all the traffic. They've got millions of people all the time, all over the world, looking to buy stuff. That's another great thing. If you're not afraid to ship overseas, you can make money. Global. I ship anywhere that someone wants something to go to, I'll ship there, and it's beneficial. You can actually make a little bit of money on the shipping. We'll talk about that later, and we've talked about that before in a different video. Now, eBay is well known. You can do it full time, you can do it part time, you could actually get insurance. You can get insurance if you are a power seller. You have to be a power seller on eBay to get insurance, and it's health insurance. So there are a lot of benefits to eBay. I enjoy working on eBay. It's fun, and it's my all-time favorite site. Now next you got Amazon. Now depending on what kind of items you sell, Amazon is very good. Now for one fast example, I sell watches on eBay. I cannot sell watches on Amazon. You have to be an authorized retailer. So that it causes a problem. So I don't sell watches on Amazon. But I sell other items on Amazon. And Amazon has, same thing, tons of traffic. They are global. So Amazon has a lot of great things like that. They also have fulfillment by Amazon, where Amazon will fulfill your orders. It's called FBA. Fulfillment by Amazon. And that means that you can have product, you could put it on a pallet, wrap it up, ship it to a distributor, an Amazon distribution center. I believe there's 92 of them in the country. And they will ship your item for you. Now they charge you a small fee as like a storage fee of your items that you sell, but either way, when people buy your items, they fulfill it. And a lot of Amazon Prime items come from Fulfilled by Amazon. So you actually can make a lot of sales and you have no work. Once you send it off, you're done. They do everything. They just send you money. So that's a really good thing about Amazon. Another good thing about Amazon is you don't have to do any listings, no pictures, or descriptions. I know that's kind of on an upside down there, but that's okay. There's no pictures. It's already loaded for Amazon, and you don't have to create the descriptions. The descriptions are already created for you as well. So that's really cool. Now, one of the downfalls about Amazon is you can't sell a lot of collectibles and antiques. It's only for newer things. Now, you can sell used items, but it would have to have a barcode. Like, for example, here is a bottle of John Varvatos Artisan Cologne. And see, it has a barcode. So as long as it has a barcode, I can type it in and I can list it on Amazon. Now, another great benefit about Amazon is that they do not charge you. There's no charge. No charge until a sale. So Amazon does not charge you until you actually create a sale. There's no charge for listing it. Like on eBay, eBay charges you a fee to list it. Now if you have a store, like I do, you get so many free listings a month. That's a whole different video. So Amazon has a lot of good benefits. These are, by far, the top 2. Obviously, they're the best. We all know that. I'm not teaching you nothing new there. But they have their perks, and they have their pitfalls. They don't charge you, but their fees are higher. They have higher fees. Amazon has high fees, and in my opinion, depending on what you're selling, I sell more stuff on eBay, hands down. On to the next category, Etsy.com. If you've never heard of Etsy.com, you should check it out. It's pretty big. Etsy is for handmade or vintage. So if you go on Etsy.com and look at their guidelines, it has to be handmade by you or someone that works for you, or it has to be vintage, like 20 years older. So it has to be from 1994 or older. So you can sell a lot of stuff on there. Now, a cool benefit about Etsy is that they just started allowing you to do downloadable products, and you can actually sell downloadable products on Etsy. It's like how-to, so you could do a how-to video on how to make something, how to make a chair, how to make a desk, how to make anything. You could do a video or an audio, and you could actually sell it on there, and it's all automated. That's nice. You can do that with these guys too, but they're different, hurdles, different tasks. eBay, you cannot do a downloadable product. You have to mail somebody something physically. In Amazon, it would depend on what you have. Now, Etsy is great. It has you can actually get higher prices out of all of these. These three right here, these are my top three probably. My highest profit margin. It's the highest profit margin for what kind of things that I sell, which is antiques, collectibles, vintage watches, some other stuff that you'll have to get my latest video to see, all of it. But basically, Etsy is not. It's a lot different than these guys because it's not mainstream. It is kind of mainstream. They're out of New York. They're on the East Coast, but it's more artisans and handmade craftsman and vintage stuff. So it's pretty cool. And you sell stuff everywhere. I sold a watch for $140 to Japan. It was a Mickey Mouse watch, and I've sold some other stuff all over the world. So anyway, these would be the top three. Now on to this one. It's called Bonanza. You might never heard of Bonanza. Bonanza.com their slogan is everything but the ordinary. You can sell used stuff, brand new stuff. There's no digital downloads allowed on Bonanza, but you can sell, new, used, and they have good search rankings because they upload their stuff to like Google Shopping and other platforms, so it's really good. If you pay a little extra, you can actually get quite a bit of traffic, so that's nice. You can link it right to a Facebook store. That's nice. Now, one of my favorite thing about Bonanza right here, is that you can link it to your eBay store. You can actually go into Bonanza settings, and there is a way that you can link it up with eBay, and then if you pay, it's a minimum of $15 a month. If you pay for their fee, anytime you create a listing on eBay, whether it's a buy it now or an auction, depending on how you set it up, but typically I only do my buy it nows. Anytime I list a buy it now on eBay, once a day it updates over to Bonanza automatically, and it'll list them on Bonanza for me, so I don't have to do that work. So now when I'm working on eBay, it's like I'm getting a bonus because once a day my stuff's coming over here onto Bonanza, and now I'm selling on Bonanza without the actual time investment into advertising this portion of where I sell online. So that's one of my very favorite things. I don't do a lot of sales on Bonanza. I do a few a month, maybe 4 or 5, but it all definitely helps. Same thing with Etsy. I don't do a ton of sales on Etsy every month. Probably between 5 and 10, maybe probably. Same thing with Amazon. Probably only 10 to 15 items a month. eBay, I sell hundreds of items a month. I probably ship 10 to 15 items a day throughout my accounts, sometimes in the 20s, depending. Over the weekends, I can easily ship 25 to 40 items on a Monday through the weekend. So those are really good. I really like that. So you should look into these 4. And then the last one, you probably know about it, is you can get a Facebook shop. A Facebook shop is good for all kinds of reasons. It's got lots of people, mega traffic, Now the downfall of the Facebook shop is only the people that like the page can actually see it. So it's not as big as a blast out there unless you're paying for traffic. But it's also global, and it's Bing. It's got Bing search, search help in there big time. Microsoft and Facebook within the past year made an alliance, and now you can do all your shopping right through Facebook. That's really nice. And Facebook's good just because it's huge. It's popular. Everybody knows it. So basically, these are, in my opinion, my top 5 sites. There are other sites that we're going to talk about later on. And I mean more along like platforms to sell on, as opposed to websites. We're going to talk more about e-commerce sites that you would use, like BigCommerce or Shopify, stuff like that. We're going to talk about that a little bit later on in this segment of this lecture. And please keep on watching. We are going to go over all kinds of stuff.